Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton from EMS Now. I'm here at APEX 2013 in California, and I'm joined by Heinz Dommel from Hitachi. Heinz, thanks for stopping by to talk to me. Let's start with the products, the technology. What's new in terms of products from Hitachi at the moment?
What's new? Actually, we are looking more into this handheld kind of equipments, and we developed a new machine for that. Basically, a very fast chip shooter, which is on 1 meter and 28. Probably the fastest machine right now in the market, with an IPC speed of more than 100,000.
Wow.
And this is actually really developed for this kind of industry.
Yeah, for a handheld device.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then we are showing, and this goes more in the other direction, self-loading feeder, which gives you the opportunity to change a feeder within 20 seconds, takes you today 2 minutes maybe.
Yeah,
so
it's a great contrast, isn't it? Because on the one hand you have a product that's high volume with probably no changeover.
But it's basically I would say four industry streams you see, right? One industry is going into this handheld products, and it's Asia. It's not America and it's not Europe. The other one is going more into the mix.
Yeah.
And the mix is large components, you want to place everything. The mix is also fast changeover. Many customers do 10 changeovers a day, and you have to help them to get this fast done. And this is one of the reasons why we have this feeder. The other area is more than this, this merge between semiconductor and surface mount, where you see components like SiP, MCMs, and so on, QFNs, where you see 1 or 2 or 3 flip chips and a couple of chips, and they're all together in one package.
Yeah.
And so now you see that before it was produced on a first and second floor, and now it's coming together, right?
Yeah.
So you have to find the right tools to do that.
Yeah.
And then lastly, it's all about software. I mean, the connections in the automotive, medicine, defense industry with MES system, traceability, all this kind of nice things, right?
Yeah.
And these are the 4 areas we're really taking care and then move forward.
Yeah, and it's a pretty obvious question, but which of those products is most suited to here? I guess it's the high mix, lower volume.
Oh, here it's definitely high mix.
Yeah, and in terms of the actual volumes of the requirements, are you seeing an upturn in what the US is looking for, or? Is the market still?
It's getting every year a little bit better, but it's not what you. I mean, we said the same thing last year. It was already better last year, and I think it's better this year. You get more tangible projects. Yeah. But it's not a rush to a
steep recovery,
higher end of a good life, right?
No.
So it's still very struggling.
Yeah, it's tough, and the business is more and more demanding.
Yeah.
And what about the rest of the world? Well, we're going to be in Nuremberg in a few weeks for SMT, and then we're going to be in Shanghai for NEPCON, I guess. Different requirements.
I hope not. Yeah, it's very different requirements.
Yeah.
Well, Europe as well as America is very similar. Maybe Europe is a little bit more software driven than America.
Yeah.
But beside that, they're very similar approaches. A lot of automotive, a lot of industrial electronic, a lot of medical industry. Smaller contract manufacturers. That's what you see here, right? While China is China, right?
There's those handhelds, those big long runs, and completely different thing. One of the senses I had when looking, kind of comparing Europe to North America, is Europe, particularly Germany, seemed to get on board the whole lean thing much quicker than the US. But the US seems to be catching up on that now.
Yeah, definitely. US is catching up on that. I mean, Europe was driven by the automotive industry to do so. Yeah. So you got all this traceability, MES, and based on the products we're making with safety electronics in the cars. Yeah. But you see this definitely since about 1-2 years swapping over. Yeah. And today, I mean, you see at least 10-15 software companies here. In this show, and you haven't seen them 2 years before. Yeah,
and in terms of the segments that you serve best, do you think you have a sweet spot, or are you really trying to be all things to all men? You know, are you trying to provide the solution for the handhelds as well as the...
No, we have two sweet spots. We have an Asian sweet spot, which is volume, right? And small component placement, basically. And then we have the other one, which is with flexibility.
Right.
And the component spectrum. We have a good head technology doing that. So we need not to have 3, 4, 5 heads like many others. We can do it with 2. And this gives us a very nice opportunity to balance a line, to schedule family setups, etc.
And that whole line balance, family setups, all those things, that's where you become much more consultative, much more solutions based, rather than them buying a machine and figuring out how to use it. You're saying this and this will work and do
and
this.
You have to do adaptations, right? A lot of applications are necessary today.
Yeah. Heinz, thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Good insight, and I look forward to seeing you perhaps in China, perhaps at one of the other shows.
Let's come to Nuremberg.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.